If you're thinking about buying in Belton, Texas, one wrong move could leave you locked into a wrong neighborhood or land deal with slow appreciation that just doesn't work. Belton is a growing town like most in Bell County, but not every part is growing in the right direction. So in this video, I'm breaking down exactly where the best neighborhoods and land opportunities are in Belton for families and real estate investors, and the one area to avoid if you want real return on any investment. Hi, I'm Trent Babb, your Central Texas real estate agent. I help buyers, sellers, and real estate investors every single week navigate the Bell County market. And let me tell you, just like every town, there are great areas to buy in and not so great areas to buy in. So if you're thinking about moving here to Belton, Texas, listen up, because I'm going to walk you through the top neighborhoods, the best land deals, and where the city is growing next. So let's start with the neighborhoods that the families love. Safe streets, solid schools, and homes that actually hold value. And then we'll hit the high-end luxury communities for those looking for space and seclusion, but not too far from downtown Belton. Next, I'll show you my favorite zones for land buyers and real estate investors, places where you can park cash, develop, or flip with smart growth on your side. And finally, the one place I would not buy in, but if you're a developer, you might want to listen up. Now, I'm going to start with the top 3 subdivisions that most in Belton, Texas already know about, and they're probably the most popular. And this is going to be for your family-friendly buyers. And the first one is really one of my top 3 if you're talking about a built-out community, and that's Red Rock Hills. I really like this little peaceful, tucked-away neighborhood. It's near the top-rated Belton ISD campuses, and it's a smaller subdivision. You have the Sparta Elementary there, Belton Middle School, Belton High School, all within walking distance. Home prices there are going to be close to $400,000 plus. It's not uncommon to see a house being sold for $500,000 to $550,000 in that area. 3-bed, 2-bath ranges. It could be 1,800 square foot to 2,600 square foot homes. So great resale value because of the low traffic. You're not going to get that consistent flow through the subdivision, but still close to H-E-B, Walmart, and downtown Belton. It's really, if I were to buy a house right now, one of the subdivisions that I would be looking in. Perfect for small families and growing families. Now, next is a master plan community, and it's one of the most popular subdivisions in Belton, and that's Dawson Ranch. Still has mature trees. It has walking trails, dog trails, a park there. Oh, and by the way, I forgot, the Red Rock Hills does have a little park area as well for kids to play. And there's some B-roll for you. Now back to Dawson Ranch. Within close proximity to the Chisholm Trail Park, it's also right next to Red Rock Hills as well. So Red Rock is just north of Dawson Ranch. You can get from one of the roads, you can get from Dawson Ranch to Red Rock Hills. So Red Rock is also by Chisholm Trail Park as well. Again, it's a master plan community, and it's a wide range of home prices. You can go to the mid 300s all the way to 550 plus. The further you get back into Dawson Ranch, the newer the homes are going to be. And that's where you're getting 500,000 plus homes for sale. Now, a lot of these homes from the look of them are 1990 builds and early 2000. Dawson Ranch is a well-kept little community. HOA, community feel and safe. They also have a park for the kids, and like I said, it's close to Red Rock Hills, so you're still in the Sparta Elementary, Belton Middle School, and High School. Now let's move on to Lakewood Ranch, and this is kind of northwest Belton, just outside of closer to Lake Belton, and it has a few different sections going across West Adams. You have newer built homes there on bigger lots, real nice flow to the neighborhood with a family focused designed in mind. It's near Lake Belton High School, and it basically surrounds the Lakewood Elementary School. In a few sections of this subdivision is the highly sought after Lakewood West, and then you have the campus of Lakewood Ranch, the Oaks of Lakewood, all good areas with bigger lots when you get into Lakewood South. Your price range there at a 3-bed, 2-bath is going to be around $450,000, $480,000. That's also going to be around the 1,800 square foot price range, sometimes 22. But you're going to be working into a consistent $700,000 price range, and you can move into $800,000 in some homes in some areas, right? It's all relative. This is ideally for growing families because of the proximity to the elementary, to Lakewood Elementary, and for long-term growth. You want to know that you're staying in that area for a long time. Now, if you're able to find a home that is a little bit undervalued, you could really snag a deal here, because some of the homes in in the mid 2015, 2018 areas are still a little bit outdated. So it's a quick remodel in the kitchen, quick remodel in the bathrooms, slap some paint on there, and you've got yourself forced appreciation. So a really nice area. I like it. It's in the area called the Woodlands, which is a peninsula that goes out to Lake Belton. And it's also along West Adams if you want to go to downtown Temple, and you hit 317, Highway 317, which goes into downtown Belton. So easy access to the lake, Belton, and Temple. Now for luxury buyers, and we're talking easily $750,000 plus. I spoke of this a little bit, but the Woodlands area, the peninsula that goes out onto Lake Belton. This is beautiful Texas Hill Country right there. A lot of little subdivisions, some older homes, so you can find some forced appreciation, some little remodels in that area. A couple of lots out there that still aren't built on. So for anyone looking to build a custom home, that area is great. Again, a private feel, not a lot of traffic. There's one main road in and one main road out. Heavily treed lots with oak trees everywhere you look. And again, it's nearby Lake Belton. And the estimated home values around there is going to be $550 to $750 plus. You can easily move into the $800,000 plus price range as well. And if you have a lake view, you can easily get into the $1 million range. And the reason why I like the Woodlands so much, and I've spoken a little bit about this, but it has great privacy without sacrificing proximity to downtown. And some of the little boutique subdivisions through there are North Cliff on Buck Lane, a newer subdivision that I just recently found, a Tennessee Valley, Arrowhead Point, Eagle Oaks at the lake, which are very nice homes in the $680,000 to $750,000 price range. So this is an area with not a lot of traffic, but you're still not sacrificing too much time getting from either Temple or Belton. Now we move on to one of my favorite subdivisions in Belton, Texas, and we're talking the River Place Estate. Hilltop executive homes with panoramic views, a gated entries with large lots, high-end builds, and one of my favorite reasons why is it's even closer to downtown Belton than Dawson Creek or Red Rock Hills. So you still have the Belton Middle School and the high school there. You have HEB right there, Walmart's right there, and you're right next to Highway 317, which gets you to Highway 36 if you're heading north. And you can also easily get to Interstate 35 from right there as well. And I like the investing side. So in that area, you can find homes that are built in the 80s, the early 80s, and they're being sold for $450,000. But usually the price range is anywhere from $450,000 to the $1 million price range in some of the bigger lots in the back end of the subdivision. And again, this is my favorite subdivision in Belton, Texas right now because of the lower entry of homes, $450,000. If you're able to buy in this area, you have homes in the same neighborhood that will appraise for much more than $450,000. So that's always good. If the market does crash, those homes are going to hold your home's value a little bit higher, right? And especially in this market where home values are starting to decline, because those homes are built in the 80s, you can remodel them and force appreciation, which is key right now. So anyone looking to flip or use forced appreciation, this neighborhood is a great one to start in. Now let's move into land investment, long-term holds, and development properties. Some of the areas that I'm personally looking at are west of Belton on FM 439, which is Lake Road. It goes out towards Lake Belton, and FM 93. This goes directly to downtown Belton off of 2nd Street. Now the reason why, because down FM 93, there's not a lot of development out there. Still large acreage tracts or 40-acre tracts in that area. So this area is prime for residential development or long-term holds. You're also near Interstate 14, so it's easy access to anywhere you want to go, whether that's east or west or to I-35 going to Dallas or Austin. And in this area, you're also going to be in between Lake Belton and the Stillhouse Hollow Lake, which you can easily sneak on down to Salado if you want to go to Salado, to the brewery in Salado or to the creek in Salado. It's one of the areas that I'm strategically looking at. Now next, this is just my personal favorite just because of the topography of it all. You have both kind of the rolling hills, farmland, and the Texas Hill Country trees. I mean, there are some beautiful 200-year-old at least trees sky high. You're going to have light restrictions over there, increased commercial interest in in areas closer to Loop 121, I-35, and Interstate 14. But just off that on Elm Grove Road, you drive into some of the most beautiful country you've ever seen, with a combination of homes with acreage and farm and ranch areas. You can also get to Salado in that area as well and not hit Interstate 35. Have a nice little evening drive down to Salado. It is just a beautiful little spot. And finally, this is really, in my opinion, for long-term holds or acreage to develop for bigger subdivisions. And we're talking northwest Belton, Lake Belton area, up closer to Highway 317 and the 36 and Highway 36 corridor. Now you can get to both downtown Temple and downtown Belton from this area because of Highway 36 and Highway 317, but in my opinion, it's just a little too far outside of town to hold any real value within the next 5 to 10 years. I really think it's more for the 15-year play. So long-term land holders, this is an area you may want to look at because this area is mostly north Lake Belton, and there's still a peninsula out there that gets into the Texas Hill Country, mature oak trees, but you're on the more shallow side of Lake Belton. So in the recent drought areas, that part of the lake was almost dry. Now it's full, but that part of the lake was almost so dry that you could walk across it. But still, there's some large acreage tracts in that area, and that's why I say for bigger subdivisions or long-term land holds. And just to get an idea, it's just north of Morgan's Point, so it's kind of a blend of Morgan's Point or Moody, Texas, if you know where that is. Now, I just want you to remember that around Lake Belton is mostly rock and it's not easy to move, right? But it will appreciate much faster. Now, let's talk about the areas that I would personally avoid right now, unless you develop master subdivisions. And there's an area between Highway 317 and Temple that are mainly cookie cutter subdivisions. It's flat area, farmland, not a lot of topography there, so it's very easy to develop. But if I were a home buyer watching this video right now, I would try to avoid that area. You see homes in the $290,000 price range, sometimes $250,000 price range. It's just an area that would reduce in value just because this subdivision looks a lot like the next subdivision that's right by it, right? So if you're a developer, that is a great area because there are a few tracts around there that reach the 200 acre tract. So it is enticing in that, but if I were a home buyer, that's where I would try to avoid. So if you're relocating to Belton, Texas, or just thinking about buying land for long-term play, or even a new construction building looking for lots available in Belton, Texas, or off-market lots, let's have a real conversation about your goals and what you're looking for. Text me right there. My information is going to be there. Or in the description below, you'll find a link to schedule a consultation with me. If you only have time later on in the week, I'll shoot you straight. I'm not a bullshitter. I work with folks just like you every week, buying, selling, and investing. And my job is to help you make the smartest move possible. So again, check the description below. You can also find some additional videos to educate yourself a little bit about Temple, Belton, and the Salado area, along with some land and neighborhood guides. But again, my name's Trent Babb, your Central Texas real estate agent. But in the next video, I'm breaking down exactly what's happening in the Bell County real estate market 2025 and what that means for your money. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one.
Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worry. I get it.